Seems like it's back. Good, good. I've got YouTube fired up. I'm just going to reconnect it and then. This time it wasn't my modem, like, or my internet gateway updating itself. I turned the updates off, so that's not it. I have to manually approve them now. There we go. Connected. Testing. There we go. All right. Well, that was fun. We back? Okay. Thank you, Joel. All of a sudden, my phone was like, I have no internet. Sorry about all that. Take a moment, deep breath. Okay. Shit happens. Answer the question before it felt good to finally finish it. You get slow until Panacea, then you rush the last part. And you saved up 60 Venus for an XP boost. After that, it was very easy. Yeah. I feel like I almost want to make a video about XP and feature like the Jupiter and the Venus. I think those are the two key relics to make for skill points. Every stream is an adventure. Yeah. It's annoying because I feel like my ISP, like the first time it happened, it was my fault. I had the gateway set to auto update at 3 a.m., which it's now 3:30, 3:40. But then the other problem is they consider this like a good time to do maintenance. So it's not going to be the last time that happens, you know? My ISP is like, oh, 3 a.m., nobody's up. Let's just reboot all our crap. Double check that it wasn't me. Just checking. Yeah, no updates. Just lost internet. Hmm. You have daily internet resets between the 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. window? Mine isn't daily. Probably like once a month, maybe. Although I've been streaming now for about 5 weeks, and this is the first time it's happened, so it's not super frequently, but it is. It's not zero. It's not a 0% of the time. Yours is weather sensitive. Gotcha. All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna put everything back to where it belongs. And we'll resume. My break was spent troubleshooting the modem, so or not the modem, just like checking out my modem and gateway. So no break for you. I think I was just setting up this cannon when I got rudely interrupted. Very rudely. And then this is going to be what we feed everywhere else. Okay. don't think I can hit this from here without flipping through the wall. Here we go. Ah, there it is. I can never see that until I build it. Ooh, let's see. Oh man, see, like, don't feel bad. Have you seen this build? Am I trapped? I'm not trapped. I mean, come on. It's like, it's gonna look janky. You know, it's not gonna look pretty unless you really struggle. Got these wings and stuff on it. For once, it wasn't a jump scare. Been no jump scares for a while. It's been kind of nice. It's not an invitation to jump scare. That's not like asking for it, but it's been pleasant not to have the shit scared out of me. Because I never do it to my friends. They always do it to me, though. I never do it. Well, that's an entire box filled with Panacea Potion. Or Fertile Catalyst, rather. Last thing to do is hook up this one to our line of linseed oil. And then this will turn on. Use the Panacea blueprint as a base and then downsize it. Awesome. Yeah. I'm starting to embrace the blueprints more. I've got some blueprints. Actually, I was thinking too, we've made so many new blueprints just from this build. I was thinking about featuring some of them in little shorts or something. Like, hey, here's the new Brandy blueprint. I've got a new Blast Potion blueprint and a new the Fertile Catalyst, the Blast Potion, Brandy, and Pocket Watch are all updated. I thought about like little shorts like, here's the new blueprint, here's the stats, here's why we made it. I'm going to try that out and see if I like it. And I've cleaned up all my blueprints on the workshop so they have like more details and pictures and stuff and a link to the video. I'm trying to make it easier for folks to use that stuff. We just not have any Blast Potion? Oh, because the belt is the other way. Because we're going in reverse. Marty, where we're going, we don't need roads. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. This thing should finally turn on. I do have on my list as well as to update that. Eventually, I want to make a version 2 of that Panacea Potion generator because that was my first time doing that. Same with my Stardust machine. I'd like to rebuild those. People like BP, so it should go well. I'm less worried about like views and clicks, and I'm more worried like, is it actually useful? Do people care? I don't want to just put trash into people's video streams. So if people actually want that stuff and find it helpful, I'll do it. But if they just flip through it and think it's garbage, I'm not going to do it. I'm not sure. Ooh, only 780? What the heck? Terrible. Can't tell. Alistair worked all day yesterday to make a relic machine, except the early stage fuel made it a monster. Game can do better telling players when they should get better fuel. I agree. That's another idea I had was going over the different fuels and when they're useful and when you should transition from one fuel to the next. That was another idea I've been kicking around. What you notice is useful is to show how it's made, not just when it's done. Right. Or like the design of it, the decisions made and why it's put together a certain way. Because as you can see, I don't build the like the fits on one tile type of blueprints. That's not my style. I like to build modular blueprints where you can just snap them together and they fit side by side. You can make as many as you want. That's more my style. You got a skill point. I just noticed that. Probably go into a little more fert, probably 15, 17. Got 17 points. I'm going to go closer to 20. Today, probably towards like the last hour of stream, I'm going to set up a cauldron environment because I want to make a video talking about my cauldron designs and why I use cauldrons and what recipes I use and when to use a cauldron, when not to. Got a bunch of ideas. I was thinking like when to use them, what recipes I use, just general thoughts on them, how to set up the inputs, how to affect the outputs, some of the common things that are worth making in cauldrons. And then 2 of the achievements require a cauldron. I thought I'd talk about that. Well, I gotta close the door. Hold on. Pictured even put a sandbox with a blueprint that does equal output using the different fuel types. That's cool. I like that idea. I'm gonna add that to my list. That's really cool. Cool. Thanks, man. Good idea. Clay, yes. Black powder, yes. Wood planks, no. Just the one for the just the one. Well, you got to throw like a cash register into a cauldron. And what's the other one again? Is it the make the plank? Is that the one? Yeah, produce a plank with a cauldron. Overqualified is the plank, and then what are you doing? Use a catapult to throw a cashier into a cauldron. So that's the next video I want to make, and I figured I'd set some of that up with y'all and build an area, like build a little build a set kind of, and then feature those that are in chat, feature you on signs so that we can kind of memorialize who was here. Otherwise, I've been doing that work on the weekends, and I realize if I'm playing all week and then I'm doing videos on the weekends, I'm going to burn out. So I thought maybe we do some of the setup together and see if that was fun or not. That's a lot of fertile catalyst. That's a cool that's a cool image. I'm going to take a picture of that. It's kind of cool. I like that. You ever find yourself just taking screenshots of the game from stuff that looks neat? Your next step is a new mega build, but a lot smarter than before. Mega builds are fun. Then you look up and it's day 700. Okay, anyways, we've got the fertile catalyst on. It looks pretty. Whoops, we went too high. We flew too close to the sun. Jesus. Why? Everything was, it was so quiet. It was so quiet. Turn my headphones down. Now that I know Glenn's around. Thank you for the bits. I love it when you play the bang noise. It's poggy woggy ooh ooh, you know? Not make all the buildings to level 17. Maybe just one bit so I can use it. Otherwise, so much area I don't use. That's fair. already had the stream die from lack of internet, and now we got explosions going off. By the way, there's an emote now for that. Here you go. Damn interwebs, yeah. Well, you know how it is. The ISP thinks everyone's asleep right now, so this is when they do the maintenance. This is when they choose to do the things. Yeah, I made that just for you. And I guess Doc too. Doc and Poison and you are probably the ones that redeem it the most. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I guess it'd be kind of nice to have it face that. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter. Flip it. I'm finding it's easy to use catapults to college instead of a lift. Why is that? We've seen the one guy on YouTube who made the smallest plot to level 17 for liquids. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of Alchemy Factory on YouTube. I used to, but now I'm just like kind of tired from playing Alchemy Factory at the end of the day and making the content. So my YouTube watching has diminished a bit. But tell me about it. I do miss watching it. It's just that that free time has been reallocated to making content now. I'm on the other side of the fence. On the other side. Mm-hmm. 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 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could do this instead. Just to keep it more in one spot. The dispatch portal should have a bang sound with each sail. Please no. That'd be like the cannons making a bang noise with each like shoot of the cannon. Use catapults to cauldrons because tend to have one input run out and screw up the output. All right, we'll wait. We'll wait. Oh, it's done. Thank you. Thank you for the beeping. It's amazing. Redeem. Catapults, because the inputs run out. The catapults kind of go slower than belts unless you put points into it. What am I missing? Plus, don't you have to use a catapult for like every cauldron in the stack? So if I had a stack of 4 cauldrons, I would need 12 catapults. 3 for each catapult. Feels like a lot of catapults. With the regular plots, he made just a few stories, but then the small one in the corner looks like a high tower. Flowers in the windows and stuff. Ooh, a pretty build. Maybe a data to just tell how many green catalysts or grow potions it takes where the world tree produces a leaf or nut. Gonna be a lot. Just kind of planning it out first before I actually commit to growing the tree. I don't want to grow it twice. What else do we need the leaves for? Why can't I remember? It's the fairy dust, right? Yeah, the fairy dust. Fairy dust needs chamomile powder and gentian powder. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make it all together, you know? Well, this is our world tree. We're going to need 2 more. We're going to need you. You're going to need chamomile. Powders made from the ground up leaves. Yeah, so that works. Let's solve this problem. Just want to get the fairy dust and the aquavite all set at the same time. Because I usually do them separate. I'm going to try to make it a little bit better. Actually, let's grab the leaves. Leaves. We don't actually need these for anything. We need the powder or the dust. Okay. And I don't remember the ratio, so we're just going to pop a little bit in there real quick. Yoink. What's your ratio? Tell me. 70. Ugh. and I didn't see what it was making. What's our belt speed? 105. Okay, so it'd be fine. It should be like 50, 52.5. So 1 is good. 1 is enough. 1 is enough. This is what you need. Yeah, that won't work. Might actually fill up, so...
Hello, peasants.
Hey, Bob. Good morning. Welcome in. I'm gonna grab like a few more. I'd like a few more, please. And by a few, I mean 100. Welcome in. Grab a beverage. Grab a seat. Take a load off. You found that if you crush a meteor, the output is always the same? That's true. The output is always the same. 12 catapults, not really? But you can't catapult to 2 cauldrons at once. Hey, was that annoying? I mean, whatever. If you want to use catapults, go for it. I'm struggling to see it, but that doesn't mean it's not a valid design. You're 100% packed? W. I like how the bang emote is being used to destroy pigeons and cave angels. Pigeons and cave angels must go. They must be destroyed. They must go.
Acceptable.
And you wonder why you looked like an enemy yesterday? y'all were shooting me quite a bit. I was definitely collateral damage. I was definitely collateral damage on that. I was getting shot a lot. I don't know why I was getting shot a lot. I didn't look like an enemy at all. I looked like a very friendly skeleton. Hey, Sonalita, good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Please enjoy your free mystery beverage. Hopefully it's made from cave angels. I look like an enemy? I did not look like an enemy. Number one, I had a name over my head. It said my name. Enemies don't have names over their head. Number two, I'm a robot, not a skeleton. Little Gremlin, you also use catapults to cauldrons? Am I just like missing out on the whole catapult game here? Is that the wave? Spice chai latte, delicious. Have I been missing out this whole time? Is catapults the meta?
Who wants to play video games?
Bimo!
Oh, that's right. It reset because the stream reset. We have 2 firsts today. We have 2 firsts. Five stream streak. A little cold outside to be streaking. Might want to put a jacket on. I want to bundle up a little bit. There we go. A little brisk. Congratulations on first. Have you looked in the Next Fest yet? I have not. One of the demos is a data center simulator. Really? Sounds oddly interesting. I wonder how accurate it is. Data center simulator. What's it called? Data center or data center simulator game? Or data center demo? Just data center. I see it. Oh, this looks interesting. This is interesting. Build, cable, and grow a living data center from the ground up. Start with the bare floors, buy racks, servers, and switches, then physically place and stack your hardware the way you want. Run Ethernet between ports to shape your network by hand. Whoa, not. But do you get to wear a jacket in the data center with headphones? Earn money to expand. XP to unlock more capable devices. No, it's all money. There's no experience necessary for more capable devices. All right, I'm gonna add to my wish list. I'll grab it later. I'm both intrigued and disgusted at the same time. Good comms, good comms. Good comms. But also gross. But also good comms. Kind of looks like a old stereo, you know? That old stereo vibes. I think we'll put it close. Just so these things are lined up. All right, so this is the 2 things that we're going to need for Aqua Vitae. The Vitae of Aquas. What do I want to power it? I'm going to need some power. Maybe something like that. For the follow, welcome in. Please enjoy some delicious beverage from our mystery cafe. That's it. I'm making tax form simulator. I would be shocked if that didn't exist. I would be shocked if that didn't exist in some way, shape, or form. Willing to bet. Willing to bet you can find that. I will bet 5 Shroot bucks that it exists. 5 whole shroot bucks. Maybe I should have a little like buffer box in here. I'm not sure.
Hello, peasants.
Not sure. We're not making like infinite amounts of this. 3% damp. Freeze. Are you okay? Is that a cry for help? You're distressed. Hey, just blink twice. Blink twice if this is a cry for help. I'm gonna move it back. I really just want to say, like, use it, and if you don't have it, then put it in a box. You're out of space. That's the nectar. But the only thing we're going to use it for is this. We have no other use for it. Maybe we just put a box in line. Old school. Or even like here. Let this thing be buffered. The buffer. You're already buffered, so it's really just the juice. Yeah, the guy's already buffered. Need to make sure the juice does not stop flowing. And if it does, pop it into a garbage can. Quick Google search suggests only calculators. In the similar to games you've played, it lists Alchemy Factory and Factorio. It's an automation game using network cables as belts. I don't know if that'd be fun or not. I can't decide. I'm trying to think in my head, like, I really want to play like a data center game. Probably not. Probably not. Maybe who do you think the target audience for? Who's interested? Who's like, man, you know what I want to do? I want to rack cables in a data center. God, I've just been itching to do that. Let me get this game so that I can rack and stack, earn XP. Because if you did that kind of work normally, you're not going to want to play that as a game. It's not the most fun work in the world. It's cool at first, and then it gets really old really quickly. But maybe I'm just a salty old man. I'm willing to accept that. Maybe both are true. Maybe it's not mutually exclusive. Last thing I'd want to do after hard day work is come into my gaming area and be like, let's rack some equipment. Barely clinging to life. I'm sorry, Breeze. Yeah, you better be careful. She is lurking. You were gonna get screwed. You give the demo a go tonight and let me know. Thank you. You'll be the guinea pig. There's at least 50 dig a hole simulators. Yeah, but like not a lot of people dig holes for work at all day. I don't think people that dig holes all day for work come in to like play a hole digging game. Same reasons the power washing sim and grocery sim and truck sim, but those are like fun. I don't know. Obviously, I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. It's just like having done that work for years and years of my life, the last thing I could ever think, oh, let's fire up data centers. I'm like, no, let's not. Yeah, I do think power washing is very satisfying because you're cleaning something and it's like you do the work and instantly the results are there for you. Same reason I like washing dishes. You know, like it's simple, it's mindless. There's a task, you perform it, there's an outcome, it's done. But like data center work is tedious. I guess if the game removes all the bullshit that you actually have to deal with as a data center engineer, then it'd probably be fun. I'm thinking of like the real job. The real job, you know? The one that's not fun. Looks cool. And that way, no matter what we make, we won't have to worry about bottlenecking the outputs. Kind of the goal. I just don't want I don't want the plant to bottleneck. Real question then, if we're making 57 blah blah blahs, we got plenty for this guy. And the arcane dude doesn't use that much. I always piecemeal this thing together and I kind of want it to look a little nicer. I'm not saying this looks all that nice either, but it's like it won't back up on you. I guess that's really my goal. And we shouldn't have the opportunity, like we should not make enough Will Tree cores to ever use the trash can, to be honest. But it's there. So then if we hook this up, is the fuel line yet? Chuck it in there. PC Builder Simulator. Wonder how many people screwed up their own real computer after playing it. That's another game. I'm like, man, I'd rather not. But I think I'm realizing the problem is anything I've actually done for a job, I struggle to see as a game. And that's probably the true for anybody. Like if you're doing it all day anyways, you're not going to want to come home and do it again. Used to be a manager in a factory and then come home and manage colonies and factories. You, Bob, you make a good point. Make a good point. I certainly maybe the parallel is just like this alchemy factory versus building software. You know, it's like all the fun bits and there's no politics and you don't have to deal with like team drama. And there's no revenue to deal with, you know? It's the purity of it. I think I'm seeing it. I feel like I'm slowly reaching self-actualization through chat, which is pretty cool. Anything you play as a game, you do your best to avoid IRL. Mowing sim. Yeah, I don't really want to. I do enjoy gardening though. I don't know if I want to play that as a game. You seen the truck drivers with the sim setups in their trucks so they can truck simulator? I have not. But I used to dispatch trucks when I was much younger. And I think truckers are some of the coolest people I've ever met. So I could see that. No PRs. Yeah, no drama. No workplace politics. Can I have a job there? Exactly. That's like we're all into that stuff. Like if you're into factories and colony sims and software development, you know, like there's a reason that you're into it. Then in the reality, you have to deal with all the crap, all the drama, all the stupidity. Just want a place where you can do the things that you like with all the other stuff removed. And there's no sales team. So then I guess my line is here. Fictitious input line. Well, not on the thing, because I don't want to feed 8 million belts, but something like this means we can feed this guy, and we can send in fertilizer for this guy. Fuel. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't expect it to look pretty just yet. That's all this stuff done. Can't go over the tree, so that's not going to work. Goes here. No workplace politics. The dream. And then over here, we set up our fairy dust. Chamomile plant. Good chat. Good chat. I have seen some of those trucker setups, though. I feel like they cost as much as an actual truck, man. The wraparound screens and everything. So these lines are where we're going to build the arcane processor. We also need leaves for that, right? Yeah, we need. Maybe we also keep a leaf box. Distribute some leaves. Some leaves. Use 13 a minute. How many do you produce? We won't know until you're free. The arcane processor, like right here. We need both of these to be powders. Powder and powder. For now, we'll just have them accumulate. Yeah, because we don't need money for any of this, so I don't need to build a third belt. Normally I'd have the fertilizer up higher, but there's no cash involved here. Really fuel and fertilizer for these guys buying anything. And then some world tree seeds for the arcane processor. Not world tree seeds, world tree leaves. I think keep the spacing. Have green. Let's use a cannon. Split the difference. We don't have the arcane processor yet, but we can put arcane process. Fairy dust. Little reminder sign. It's like organized, but it's not compact. I'm just trying to decide if that's okay. Farming simulator would teach you what a bushel is, decent yield is on a rice paddy, and how long a seed takes to mature. Fun game out of it. You love being a factory manager, but you weren't a fan of dealing with the staff issues. It was easier than when you were a security manager. But you were still good at dealing with them and getting the most out of them and treating them fairly. You're all just numbers to me. Your feelings are irrelevant. Profits. What I hated dealing with was the morons from other departments and those above me. I'm sure they felt the same way. Those morons. Yes, I used a cannon. It does happen from time to time. The bane of my existence is the CFO and the accountants. Technically illiterate and no sense of humor. CFOs and their numbers. Numbers. I think this is good. I'm going to go with it. What's the other thing I can do? I can also shorten this a bit. Need that much belt. Something like this. Do this out. Yeah, Breeze, you got revealed by poison. He's onto you in your dryness. Everybody sees how dry you are now. Secret's out. Sorry to say. Sorry, not sorry. So that would mean we're going to grab fertile catalyst from over here. I'm out of rope. We'll hook this up first. Ooh, no, not right there. No. Here. There we go. Now we're hitting some numbers. There's no cauldrons to balance. That's nice. We can spend it. Send it on in. Technically. What is this? 17? 16? Yeah. That way we don't have to use any more lifts. Got a break coming up in a bit. YouTube has 3 recommended Uglirvis videos. One is the live stream. YouTube, thank you. I'm liking YouTube. It is good to be back on YouTube. I have been off YouTube for a long time. On it, I'm off of it, I'm on it. Yeah. All right, we'll take our break. Take a real break this time. and let our tree grow into a beautiful, lovely Gus. All of my world trees are named Gus, by the way. I don't know why. They just are. So I'll be back in a bit. Enjoy this break, and I'm going to refill my coffee for shout. See you in a minute.
Yeah, I'd like a cup of coffee, please. Good news, everyone.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Camera on. There we go. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. A little chilly in here again. It's like with the door closed, it gets a little too warm, and then when I step out to take my break, it gets a little chilly in here. Keeps going between the two. Mm-hmm. A little too hot, a little too cold. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, Smokey. What do we got here? Ah, just destroying these weak little fertile catalysts. These things are so bad. The 6,000 is just not enough. Not enough, man. I wish the World Tree Seed thing would tell you the outputs like everything else kind of does. I know, or I don't know, the amount of per minute kind of stuff. Like I just feel like World Trees aren't super helpful. Like you look at this and go 30,000 V for this. Why would I want 3 million for this? There's no ratios listed anywhere. I feel like it could be improved, you know? You're filling up. You're grinding. Perfect. I will, I think I'll turn these off until I have the fairy dust. Might as well. Yeah, and then when we need them, we'll turn them on. Otherwise, they just sit there producing into the trash can forever. I don't want to just waste the fertile catalyst. Appreciate everybody hanging out through the internet disruption. I don't have any viewer information displayed because it terrifies me to know how many people are here, but I figured through the chat there are at least some people here. So I appreciate you. Waiting on these leaves, really. We need 1.5 million more nutrient to go. It happens. It does. It just it's appreciated. Appreciate having y'all here. For so long I played this game just in silence by myself, and it's nice to have people to talk with and understand that apparently I should play a data center game, you know, like that's pretty cool. Apparently that's a thing. Get rid of this. Apparently that's a thing. Toss this in here to be ground up. How many folks in here have like worked in data centers? Sounds like there's quite a few. Sounds like it's a non-zero number. Now I need to decide the fuel. We probably don't need much for this thing, right? Like what's the alembic? What's the advanced alembic use? 472 and a half? That's a very specific number. And we could easily just make some black powder. That's 3,300. I think the black powder should be fine. In that case, I don't think we need this line at all. Because the arcane processor doesn't use fuel, thankfully. I think we're just gonna make some fuel. You're studying the full stack engineering. Lavender to red current. You're like, I'm not going in the data center. It's cold. And loud. You worked as a county IT position. I was the IT manager at my last place. Never worked in a data center. You ever have to go inside of one at the very least? Like as long as you visit one, that's basically the same thing. Although sometimes data center has different meanings. Like for one place I worked with, it was basically a coat closet. Doesn't always mean the same thing. I'm going to modify this design just slightly. We don't need any fuel to come out. We just need fuel to come this way. I think the definition kind of changes depending on, you know, who you're talking to, you know. This to look like this. And then this is the block, and then take the rest of this. This. Here we go. This should be good. Looks like I'm walling off nature. I'm using nature as a boundary for nature. Slowly growing. You can actually watch it expand in real time. It's easier to see with the highlight. You a data center is a server room, but on industrial scale, like hosting business server room. The cloakroom scale thing is just your server room. Yeah, I've been in that. Yeah, like a big building, multi-story, 100,000 square foot kind of facility thing. With the security check-in and the man trap and all that jazz. The generator is the size of a house. That's system admin back in Y2K. Y2K. I've started hearing that term thrown around again these days just because of the fashion. They call it like Y2K fashion. Apparently is a thing. You know enough to be dangerous. Just the right amount. What is the correct amount? Enough to be dangerous. All right, we should have most of what we need now. Time to add some brandy. Sweet. And then all our extra leaves are going over here. We're going to be very ready when it's time for the fairy dust, for sure. Guess I'll just put Aquavite here. Yep. And then Brandy's here. Just missing heat. Poor Gus gets no sunlight. What are we talking about? There's open sides everywhere. He gets so much sunlight. Andy is dandy, but Brandy is quicker. I didn't know that was a saying, but I do now. I have learned. Oh, we know. Kind of growing into the machine, isn't it? And into the ceiling. All right, we're ready to turn this machine on. Perfect. Now he has a little sign. Now we get to watch all the brandy disappear. Really not doing much damage to it. And once this furnace fills up, we should get more black powder. Then you pluck his leaves. Poor Gus. 88% dry. Welp, Arcane, or Aquavite is done. And we're getting World Tree cores. None yet, but we're getting them. And looks Fertile Catalyst just getting destroyed. 34.6, so 1/3 for this machine, 2/3 for this guy, and we don't need that much fairy dust. Honestly, this is more than enough. Which is why I set it up that way, because we're getting like 17 per minute, but it only uses 13. So having a single split for 50/50 is slightly more than we need. This should fill up. Yep, it's already backing up. So that's good. Should we make some Panacea Potion? Does that sound delightful? We just need a blender. Will it blend? Panacea. Delicious, delicious Panacea. 210 a minute. We are not making that. We technically need 2 of these. We would technically need 2. That's okay. We're not looking to like max out a Panacea blender. We just need like probably 400 or 500 total, and then we're done. Hey, Sir Bonder, good morning. Just got home? Welcome home. What have we been up to? really, outside of setting up a new line of fertilizer, not fertilizer, fertile catalyst, we got another full belt coming out over here for our aqua vitae. So we set that up, and then we set up the aqua vitae. And my internet crashed. That was fun. I'd say this is really the bulk of it. We built Gus, and then we built all this stuff for the fairy dust and the aqua vitae. So now need to produce some of this. So these are all made downstairs. We're not going to make this upstairs. We will go downstairs for this. There's our blast. There's our fertile. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just mix them right here. Where would be a good spot to mix these? Oh, where has my little dog gone? Look at all this money, man. A little bit of catch-up viewing to do. Yeah, unfortunately, it splits the stream into the first half where before the internet crash, and then the current stream after the crash. So might have to browse a little bit. Twitch like puts it all together and gives you like stream crash protection. YouTube just cuts the video and says that's done. But hey, it's just the way it goes, I suppose. That's done. It's over. It's over. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome home. Apes together strong. Notice we're dispatching 1200. Is that the... Yeah, that's the max. Okay. So at this point, if we want to make more money, we just keep putting dispatch points in. Do I need anything else here? No, I don't. Let's just make the... Let's just make it. We can do it right here. With these two lines, honestly. Really don't need much at all. And Splendor. Or the other side, actually. Put it closer to the liquid pipes. Kind of busy over here. Let's see how much I hate this. Oh, you know what? That won't work. Because... Need to get the pipe. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'll just add little belts, but... This one, Aqua Vitae? Yeah, it is. Making sure. I've had it where I connect it incorrectly before, so be extra careful. There we go. Yep. Our first panacea. Let's dump that straight into a little box. Call it a day. David Attenborough narrate the growth of Gus from seed to adulthood. I mean, if you've got connections, he can. Who do you know? The life of Gus. There have been a lot of Gus's, though. I don't know. I don't think he's a very storied tree. Change our work in progress to. We need this to be 100. And we don't make enough aqua vitae for that to go very quickly. Could, though. Certainly had the resources. It would just mean more gentian, I think. More brandy, maybe? Yeah, we're slightly killing the brandy off. But I wouldn't mind just grabbing a few stacks. Because we have so much extra. 2 stacks of leaves. 2 stacks of nectar. Then hook up the brandy. Oh, can't do that. Hold on. Twice I've done that now. I think I'd learn, but I don't. This will be the supplemental. We're out of iron. Quest I'm not going to do. You do those quests? Nope. Iron, iron, iron. What else do we do over here? Go shopping. Little gears. Glass. What else? A little bit more steel, a little bit more steel gears. I would love a little like gremlin that comes in and just restocks your shit. You just tell it how much you want and he's like, I got you. Little like Smeagol or Dobby. Give him a sock. You know? Master has given Dobby a sock. Some rock. What else? Some planks. Take another stack. And a bunch of nails. Just don't feed after midnight. You look outside the city, have you noticed the texture of what is likely a quarry? Probably have. It's been a while since I've been out there. I don't go outside too often. We like to stay in the factory. It's safe in here. All right, now we're good. Boing, boing. There we go. Here you go. Here you go. There we go. Just like a little extra one we can add when we need it. Doesn't run all the time. Just there when we need a little extra, little bump. Apparently when I logged on this morning, Twitch says that we hit 180 followers, I think. I don't really know where to see that number, but that's pretty cool. I think when I started streaming, I had like 50 people or something. Just from random people following me over the last 10 years. So, hello, new followers. Is this thing cooking? Yeah, it's cooking. That should significantly improve our Aqua Vitae outcome. Not enough blast potion. Just not making that many. Well deserved and more. Thank you, Poison. You're very kind. Very kind. Like, do I make more blast potions? Is that the wave? Also kind of tired of using silver coins, but we make so many, like, who cares? You can see it in your About page and Creator dashboard. Okay. And I assumed it wasn't trolling me. Like, if it says we achieved a goal, then I figured it's probably right, but yeah. Still learning where all the stuff is. I was gonna do blast potions. Lavender. Do lavender for red currant and a flax. Listen. Going on a jet plane.
Listen.
Oh, I'm listening. Don't worry. A lot of listening going on. All the listening. Go this way. Listen. Oh yeah, the brain is getting hit now. The brain is like, ugh, uncle. Crying uncle. Fortunately, we knew this would happen. The fruit wine is already in place. We just need to make more brandy. And that's what this area right here is for. More brandy. More. So I just need a black powder machine and 3 brandy machines. Ooh, yeah, money's getting kind of big here. Might be time to upgrade to a box. Time for a box. We've outgrown the medium box. We are now at the full size box. And when that starts hitting half, I'm going to switch to gold. We will switch to gold. Okay, we're going to do a pretty big build here, so let's grab some extra planks. Not blast potion. We're going to need brandy. Got it. Good on nails, good on grinders, portals, rope, rock. I think we're good on all these components and the black powder. Maybe a little more iron. Let's get all the seeds. Might not have enough money. Lavender to red currant. And the brandy, we just need red currants, I think. Oh no, we gotta get the red currant. Just oak powder. Okay. Not a lot of seeds. One too high. Two too high. Where's this guy at? Started right on the brown line there, the floor line. And the brandy. Two. Because it's 3 brandy for every aquavitae is the numbers that we figured out. Man, these like perfectly sandwiched together, don't they? We will need to drag out the fertilizer line over here. Is slightly a problem. But a solvable problem. We have the technology. We can rebuild him. Okay. And then this guy is the power. You are the power. And make sure this belt goes the right way. And then we'll clip it right here. And money needs to go this way. We'll just pull off of here. A lot of bubble wrap noises. There we go. I think the lines are all correct now. So we've got a fertilizer-based power source with the black powder feeding into these 3 brandy cauldrons or brandy furnaces. Only thing left to do is hook up the fruit wine. It's a little goofy here. But that's okay. There's still room down the center. Duck your head. I think what we'll do, just to save a little bit of space, is grab these guys. We'll grab these guys. We'll make floating pipes. That's fun. Oops. That was not a pipe. Man, it really likes to select those, doesn't it? Remove the floating pipes. Put our alembic back in place. Be a brandy line right here, and this is a fruit wine. Fruit wine line. Okay, our fruit wine is hooked up, and then we'll do the brandy. Basically the same way, just in reverse. Cool, that works. Looks a little goofy, but it connects. Everybody's got their fruit. Brandy output's connected. Fruit wine is connected. The cauldron is full enough. Yeah, we'll call that full enough. Fire it up. That'll fix our brandy problem. Want to make sure we see some black powder come down the line. There we go. Here we go. Who says Mario and who says Mario? What's our split on Mario to Mario? And which one is correct? Is there a correct one, or is it just based on where you live? I've heard it both ways. Maybe Nintendo has an opinion on that. Okay. We don't need to babysit that any further. We have our 100, and welcome to Tier 9. Got some skill points, and we've got a request to build something called a soul.
Peasants.
Hey, Joker. Good day. Good day. Got here just in time. We're now Tier 9. Success. Success has been had. Thinking maybe some more alchemy skills, just so I get like extra aqua vitae out of it. I don't know. What does that get us? Like 220? Yeah, 120, 220, same thing. We're getting 20% bonus. Yes, it's almost time to make the soul. Time to spend our entire fortune on upgrades. Isn't that fun? Yeah, welcome in. Please enjoy your free cup of beverage from the Mystery Cafe. What will you get? Will it be caffeinated? Will it be tea? Who knows? Hopefully it'll be cave angel sourced. Boing. Boing. You know what? I left this open. I'm gonna fix this. There's a hole in my floor. There's a snake in my boot. Yeah, we're positive on the Aqua Vitae. That's nice. Because we're out of the blast potion still. Always the blast potions, man. All right, we'll turn on the furnaces and get some more blast potion coming out. I'll take one of these, and one of these. With a side of fries. And some mashed potatoes. Do the mashed potato. And you do the twist. That is not necessary. Welcome in. Hi, Archmancer. How are you doing? Looks like you were also playing Alchemy Factory. Tell me about it. Although if you need to raid and run, I'll understand. Yeah, good morning. Good morning indeed. How was your stream? Yes, we are at 28 cups, soon to be 29 while streaming. Very close to 29, like a couple sips away. First time trying it. Most of your playtime was spent playing games you haven't gotten to yet. What is your thoughts so far? Are you enjoying the game? If you need to get some eat or sleep or something like that, I get it. After a long stream, you know, pretty tired, hungry. Need some caffeine maybe. You like it? It's a good game. Awesome. I like it too. This is definitely a place where we enjoy Alchemy Factory. Hey, we have fairy dust. Excellent. In fact, we just got to tier 9 and probably like one more stream away from beating this run. Yeah, get the food, get the sleep, take care of yourself. It's no big deal. Appreciate it. Good to meet you. But yeah, we're doing the one plot, no customer sales challenge. Where we can't buy any land. We're just stuck on this one goofy looking plot. Don't judge me by beauty. Judge me by functionality. Oh. But we do have a world tree named Gus. So there we do have that going for us. And it's like a playhouse in here. It's all bouncy. Except I'm terrible at the stairs. There we go. Back up to the stairs we go. Ooh, a piping hot latte. That sounds delicious. I think we'll grab another stack of leaves here. Now we can start deleting the extra flowers. because we need the nectar. The nectar is more important. Let's see. Let's get the moon tears. Get the researching this now. We're gonna get everything but moonlit soap and crowns, so it doesn't really matter what we research. It's gonna be all of it. Like I always just have a random set of growth potions in my inventory that I don't even remember grabbing. Where did these come from? Ooh, that means we do have the arcane processor. So does that mean we can make a little lapis? No. I don't remember. I don't remember my recipe for that off the top of my head. We have everything else. Hurt, unstable growth. Maybe I can just randomly guess what the recipe is. So we know we need this. Are we producing more now? Slowly. It's building up. It's building up. Oh yeah, it's just now backing up, so this will come online in a bit. I'll grab some of these. Yep, I'll grab some of these. Don't need that many. Grab some growth potions. Grab some unstable catalyst, I think. Can't go wrong with a little bit of unstable catalyst. All right, it's got to be some combination of this. We can find it again. I don't want to go out of this save. Is it this? No. No. Oh. Nope. 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 Grab some fertile catalyst. This? Nope, that's good to remember. Nope. Nope. Well, we found obsidian again. It wasn't this, was it? I just looked at that. What is that too? Is that pure gold powder? Oh, it's stardust. Okay. I'm really good at making resonant catalyst. I guess if you use a panacea and fertile, you always get resonant. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't remember what I used for lapis. I just don't remember. Man, we're getting close to 100 days already. It's been a heck of a save. The mystery beverage. What could it be? Gotta be over here, right? There we go. Panacea, fertile cat, small wooden gears. Small wooden gears. Yeah, or flax or whatever, but it's panacea, fertile catalyst, and something cheap. The thing I didn't try. The thing I didn't try, Deviant. Was all the coffee. We are now down to water. Man. You just have like a stretch come on you. It's got a stretch. Wood. Oh man, forgot I was using champagne when I should have been using Budweiser. That's the problem. All right, so we've got tons of that. I just need two. I literally just need two. We don't even need much. I just need two to make the arcane processor. Make two of these, please. Gen seeds, gentian, and gen powder, probably. I have this stuff on hand. I'm just gonna make these two and then make the processor. Look at that heat, man. 2700. Crazy. No, stop making stuff. That's all we need. Way off? I don't know. Maybe your formula works. You know, there's a lot of formulas that work. It might work. But I just need 2 lapis for our new friend, the processor. It kind of said there's only like 2 things that you use this for. I'd like to see more stuff use this thing. I mean, it is a little annoying hooking things up to it, to be honest with you. It's not my favorite, but it is a little annoying. Use the cat's claw. Yeah. There's this game called Wing Commander where they had the tiger claw carrier. I always thought that game was so cool. Featured Mark Hamill, if you can believe it. Back when games came on CDs. All right. Kind of nice already knowing that we needed that, so that's done. We only need 750. I think it stacks to like a couple hundred or something. I forget. We'll just make a whole box of it. It's not a big deal. We'll let that cook. Look at it go. Yeah, we don't really need a whole lot. With a thermal extractor, we need 250 to make a soul, so we'll let that cook. How long are we till an ad? About a minute and some change? Played all the Wing Commanders back in the day? Heck yeah. The Kilrathi. I even read the books. Like, that's how into that shit I was. I read the books. I played the games. Yeah, Mark Hamill was in it in the live action one as the main protagonist, as well as the guy that was in Star Trek as the bad guy when the one with like the floating rift thing. I forget his name. He had like the buzz cut. Yeah, he was like the commander or whatever. So much fun. Such a fun set of games. Like the live action games kind of, yeah, they came and went pretty quick. It was almost like beta versus VHS. It's just there for a moment, it was gone. Or like the Dreamcast. Freddie Prinze Jr. was in the live action movie. Oh man, there was a movie, wasn't there? That's digging deep. Digging deep. Wish this stuff was worth more than just turning it into liquid and then you never see it again. Like, you feel like this could be cooler. Fairy dust should be something cooler. Yeah, we're going to let this stuff do its thing. I will take my break. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'll see you then.
Yeah, I'd like a cup of coffee, please. Good news, everyone.
Good news. We're gonna go. Okay, so we don't really need the big box here. We get away with just a pair of small ones? I think we can. Little baby size boxes. Okay. Perfect. Could have gotten away with a baby size box for this too, but too late. Now if I ever need camo powder, I can just stand it still from here. Um Get out of my way. Really good to get some Stardust going. Blast Growth and Furt. Furt Cat. Unstable Silver Coin. Blast Growth and Furt's probably our best. Well, I don't want to use all the Blast Question. Fertile, Unstable, and Silver. Fertile, Unstable, and Silver. This area is Much. Doing nothing. It's gonna steal. But not that much. I don't want to steal like a giant box of this stuff. We'll do the same for... We already have a giant box of fertile catalyst, so I don't need to steal. Yeah, we'll take these. And then silver coins we just have. Okay. Need some fuel. We have over here. Alternatively, I could just use a little panacea. And this cranks out slow. Slow. I do want to get it cooking though. Trying to decide, like, do I care about hand feeding? Do I want it to be fed by a machine? Really not the first recipe. That's annoying, but I could do the second one. Maybe instead of the grab boxes, I just like grab some silver coins off the line over here. Definitely have the extras right here. Do it. To steal the profits. Balancing it would be kind of a bitch. Silver coins would always be fine. The other stuff, are we making it fast enough? That's the question. Probably not back here, but maybe over here. Yeah, I think it would just be easier to hand feed it, honestly. That's the play. Because trying to balance it would be really goofy. Make it prettier. Okey-doke. It's prettier. Load a bunch of fuel in there. The fertile catalyst will have no problem. And then let's load the, what is it, fertile, unstable, and silver. Yeah, I bet I could just toss a cannon or something. We'll just take all of this. Too far. I think I can keep up.
Water! Water's for quitters!
Water's for quitters. Good morning, Hemi. Or afternoon, evening. Water it is. As you command. As commanded. The water has been drank.
Hello, peasants!
The water has been devoured. Definitely crashed at 10 p.m. after snowpocalypse. Snowcapolypse? Something like that? Snowcapolypse? I don't blame you. You're probably exhausted from all the manual labor, all the digging, all the work. Doesn't sound easy. Yeah, that works. Then we got a box of just like extra stuff. Extra stuff right here. We'll just take the profits until we hit the 5,000. Snow alpacalypse. Snow alpacalypse. I dig. Well, that's Stardust taken care of. We'll just fill this one box. Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't forget your beverage. Kind of fun to watch him just toss these things into the cauldron. There's 2 beverages that aren't, I think. 1 or 2, I forget. There's a couple that aren't. There's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. And we'll be saving this thing in a bit and then moving to a sandbox save for another project I want to work on. Yeah, we're almost to the 1200 already and it's only like 4 o'clock. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. Now get us out of here. Two. How many did you make? 2. You made 2. We need way more blast potion. It's actually a 1 in 9 chance or a 2 in 9 chance to avoid the caffeinated beverage. One of them's made out of cave angels, humanely sourced. It's delicious.
Listen.
Delicious beverage. There are no pigeon drinks, though. No pigeon. We're not making enough brandy. Free range, cage free. The most amazing cave angels you've ever tasted. So the question is, is it fruit wine that's the problem or brandy is the problem? Okay. I can fix it. A 20 stream streak. Goodness gracious. My heavens. Goodness gracious. I never hooked up money to this, did I? That's the problem. Let's finish this line so that people can get paid. All right, it's being a little squirrely. Actually, I think it is set up. Let me make sure. Yeah, we just need to actually take the money. Yeah, that's part of the problem. We're out of coal. But still, might as well. Air. We're needing more. Sometimes past Chris really is mean to future one. There we go. You say goodbye? Yeah, it's gonna be sad with all the explosions, but I hope you have a safe flight. Thank you for hanging out this morning, afternoon, morning. Safe travels. Stop the pigeon. The safest of travels. 20 streams. I think that's all of them. I think you've collected them all, like Pokemon. Pokemon, my grandpa used to say. Pokemans. Pokemon cards. So, Hemi, what's on your agenda today on this fine Tuesday? What shenanigans will unfold? Stackable crucibles look really cool. Still more cleanup to do? More snow? Jeez. And some meal prep. I love meal prep. It is such a fun period of time. I do it with my spouse, so it's a fun time for us to hang out. Enjoy your meal prep. Takes a little while for all these coals to get purchased. But they're purchased now. You enjoy it when it's for yourself, but you're prepping for 4 people with different dietary needs? That sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, it's easy for just the 2 of us. We make a menu, and then there's a whole shopping trip, and then the meal prep. Okay, that should solve the brandy problem, which should solve the blast potion problem, which should solve the panacea problem. A lot of problems getting solved. Drink deeply of the brandy, my friends. Drink deep. Sweet. Yeah, this is going to take a long time, but we'll just let it cook day by day, and it'll eventually give us the stardust. Okay, I'm going to save the game. Got some outages around you, and a lot of the schools are closed today. I don't blame them with that kind of snow. That's a lot of snow. I use this one? I haven't loaded this one in a while. Hold on. I already have a structure built that we can use. I think I might redo this though. Make it better. With actual like walls and stuff. Let's see what we got in this one. This is a regular save. Delete. All this blueprints. All right, so now working on the blueprint warehouse. Think you can see it? Yeah, there we go. Well, they're shutting down emergency services because the roads, I'm assuming, are just like impassable, that kind of thing. It's just too bad. just unavoidably bad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I need pipes. I need a trash can. Under storage. I need the cannon and all that stuff. Cannon, catapult. Need the hopper. Filter. Priority. There you go. A complete whiteout. Got a little chilly here yesterday. It's down to like 7C today, but nothing too bad. Nothing all that crazy. Nothing that's got me worried, you know. Pretty chill here. We had most of our freeze maybe a month ago, three or 4 weeks ago, something like that. Where it was like 0 degrees Celsius or a little bit below 0 every day for like a week. We had a lot of ice. But that just meant couldn't use the roads. So there's definitely nothing to clean them. There might be more coming. Who knows? Flip-flop weather. As in, it's flip-flopping from one temperature to the next, or wearing flip-flops. In my opinion, the only time I don't wear flip-flops is when there's actually so much snow on the ground that I can't avoid stepping into it. Wearing flip-flops. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm either barefoot or in flip-flops until I just can't avoid it. Never the temperature that matters, it's like the precipitation. I do not want to step through snow in flip-flops. That's just not comfortable. That is not comfortable. All-terrain rainbows? Tell me more about that. That kind of, is that the flip-flop you use? Are they called rainbows? Do I need to level up my flip-flop game? Do you ever call them sandals, or are they always flip-flops? Is that a regional thing, the whole sandal versus thongs versus flip-flops? Or are they actually different things? I really don't know. I've heard them called all sorts, but it kind of depends on where I'm at. They are different things? Okay. I mean, I would assume so because it's different names, but it feels like people just use them interchangeably sometimes. Aussies call them thongs. Rainbow sandals? They're leather and hemp? Okay. I forget which sandals I use. I used to just buy the ones off the little cheap rack at the grocery store or whatever and wear them until they exploded. Can't remember what I wear now. Flooring is easier with quarter tiles. But I want the big tiles. Don't deny my love for the big tile. Although I kind of like the look of this floor, honestly. We'll just keep this floor. This one's pretty. Thongs are very different things in the UK. Well, I don't mean like thongs that you wear, you know, on the body. I'm talking about thong sandals. Yeah, there's like the thong that you wear, and then there's thong sandals, which I assume are the ones with the little V that goes between like your big toe and your index toe. I'm gonna stand up real quick. That's better. I remember I use UFOs. Those are my sandals. They're pretty comfortable, but they're not made of hemp. Flip floop. Flippy flaps. You can wear the thongs on your feet if that's your thing. I mean, you're not wrong. I want to actually try to make this not look like garbage, like all of my builds normally look like. But I don't really know how to make anything that is in a box. You call them flip-flops? Yeah, I call them flip-flops. Flip-flops are sandals, kind of interchangeable to me. Not a whole lot of options, are there? Really never used these tiles, to be honest with you. And try them out. Yeah, I'll say like we're definitely a sandals kind of family here. Every door has a pair of sandals. That way you can just put your sandals on before you leave the house, because we don't allow shoes in the house. I think that's kind of gross. Shoes in the house is gross. Does that go through? Kinda. Making a maze. Well, very solvable one. Fortunately, the entrance is what it is. Can't block it off. Not open, stay out. Maybe some like ways to see out, you know? Let some natural light in. Sandals in the UK are anything that doesn't have the between the toe bit. How did the sandals stay on then? Is it like laced up? I am against lace up sandals. Like the whole point of sandals is you slip them on. Sandals with like laces are just shoes. My hot take for the day. I also never build 2 stories, so this is also an experience. And we're not going to sell anything because it's a sandbox, so we don't have to deal with pesky customers. You know what else I haven't used? The actual stairs. Are these actually usable? They look janky. How janky these are. Trying to expand my horizons a little bit. Like Adidas slides with socks. Is that just like a thing that goes around the foot? I don't know. No. Those are not this is unacceptable. As Lemon Grab says, unacceptable. Is this a thing? Feels like it gets you up a floor or two. I've really never used these except for when I very first started playing the game. Only time. Where does this stop? Right here? Those are some stairs. Some hella stairs right there. You have precisely 0 footwear with laces. Those stairs are a pain. They take up so much space for no reason. Well, we have infinite space. Look at this. That's crazy. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. See, what I'm thinking is like I don't really care about this floor. This is going to be this is a basement. This isn't the first floor. This is the basement. The building starts here because we need everything to get like up to build a superstructure. So this is a basement. You'll need 1 stair support if you stagger them. Stagger them with a floor tile. Y'all are making this too complicated. I don't want complicated. All right, we're just gonna nix the stairs. I don't care. Goodbye, stairs. Let's just get everything to the same floor level and then I'll figure it out. And we got these cool little cutouts for people that are outside to gaze in the glory.
Acceptable.
No stairs. A little. Wait, is there a bench? I think there's. Yeah, this can be like a fake bench. I don't know. put a bed out here. Just put some flowers. Where's the flower thing at? There it is. Got some flowers.
Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Perfect. Look. Little flower arrangement. Put that around the corners. Nobody can complain. No one liked the stairs. All right. Good to know. Stairs are garbage. I've never used them. Hardly ever. I went to use them one time and then I'm like, wow, these suck. And then I figured out the whole like use the ledges together. Ooh, can we also like add a little bit of snazziness to it? That's pretty. That'll work. And then we'll move on to the next building. I just want to get everything like up in the air so that and build like a Home Depot. This is going to be like the Home Depot of blueprints. In Shrouded, there's a Shroud Depot that you can download. It has all the like materials and stuff in it. It's kind of cool. Nice. There we go. We'll leave that for now. We need this to come up 2 floors. Where the buildings are. Okay. Not going to be anything in here. It's just going to be just a downstairs basement. Just the basement. Storage B, where Milton sits with his stapler. But he can't set this building on fire. Why is that even an option? So weird. Yeah, I want my building wall to just sort of like jut out at a 90-degree angle. Perfectly normal. Boom. Ah. Ah. As you often say, why? He be safe? No. No, the answer is no. Some people want to watch the world burn. Some people shoot their friends and say they're a skeleton, even when they clearly have a name tag over their head and are not moving like AI. It's going to want me to like build. Clearly not a skeleton. I don't need to build along. Cool. Gonna completely cover the basement. Not gonna use it at all. That's not where I wanted that. It looks like an enemy. No, I don't. That is a false statement. How many people give a crap about the wood grain direction when they place their floors? Like, do you have to have them aligned or do you even notice? Certainly seen someone that was like meticulously setting all the wood grains on their floors. I'll admit, I didn't even realize they had a direction until that moment. That was a learning moment for me. Like a learning moment. You have OCD, you'd care. Is that the only, is you have to have obsessive compulsive disorder to care, or like do people just care in general? Am I weird for not caring? Tell me how deep the rabbit hole goes. What I want to know. Or am I weird for not noticing it? You match the wood grain in No Man's Sky, but not in this game? There's too many tiles to be bothered with it? That's what I'm saying. Oh. Bro, where'd you come from? Game has even and odd tiles, odd machines, so there's really really is no center. It's very bright. Can't put them down here, but you can put them up here. That's it. How do you put them in the center? There's an even number of blocks. There is no center to the tile. Can't put them in the center of the line. Can't put them in the center of the tile. There is no center. I think we can make this prettier later. Exactly my point. Bug report. Sorry, game, you're triggering those with OCD. Stop. Reported for bullying. If I get this jump right there. Getting something. The thing, aren't I? put some more up here? I don't think it. All right. Get this area taken care of. Using wall tiles, man. Feels strange. What are these things? You know, it just sort of changes based on where you're pointing it. Like, oh, I'm an inside. I'm an outside. Inside. I'm outside. Flowers and what? Make a park bench out of blocks. I don't want to make it comfortable for these peasants. I just want them to see that there is opulence and wonder what it looks like inside. The alchemist does not rest. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Honestly, this is all just the basement, and we'll build the actual floors. I think they'll be too high as well, and largely just used to be an exhibit for the blueprints. At least these are flipped the right way. Where should the door be?
Hello, peasants.
Toto. Good afternoon? Question mark? How are you doing? What is new in your world? What amazing foods have you been eating? I have so many questions. So many questions. Standing still too much. Put to go to. How do you get upstairs? You don't. The basement. There is no upstairs. There is no spoon. Awfully bright in here considering it's completely closed. You'd think it'd be a little less bright. Gonna Hulk Hogan through the wall here. Or Kool-Aid Man, I suppose. Another one. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Tiles, man. Chonky boys. chonkiest of boys. He just missed poison. She left for her flight like a little bit ago. You're at work today. You're back to work. The ones. Big as your base. Yes. It's illegal to place a roof there. I'm the law. What I say goes. No one tells an alchemist what to do. No one tells the alchemist. I'm a master of the cauldron arts. Oh, technically outside building area. Just gonna have to be a dark spot. No lights allowed. Can we use the other light? You have little wall lights? No. Don't get lights here. All right. Adds to the mystery. Have them on the windowsills. Yeah, a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He's always exactly on time. I have a few lights open. Peasants will get mugged. I mean, they don't take money sitting directly on a belt that they could easily grab. I think they're pretty trustworthy. Seem to be pretty chill. All right. Ta-da. Ta-da. We are going to need some stuff here. Oh, we have an ad coming up. I need to take another break. I'll be back in a bit. We got like 30 seconds. We got a little time. We got a little time. Push it. Push it to the edge. Pushing it. My luck. That's pushing our luck a little. All right, now I'm gonna take my break. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'd like a cup of coffee, please.
Good news, everyone.
Good news. This will be the last segment. We're not going to have any more breaks after this because I need to meet someone for coffee later. Let's enjoy the last hour that we have working on this little demonstration building environment that actually has walls. First time. Break your comfort zone, you know? You can't just do the same thing again and you gotta try new things. At least that's what I tell myself. Try new things. Food, new music, new places. Using walls instead of pillars. It's crazy. Crazy. Four, right? Mm-hmm. They'll even use different support pillars. Wear my Wednesday pajamas on Tuesday. Need some obvious way to get up. I like the idea of some cool way to get up. Everything else is just support structures. I just need to build a ton of stairs and then kind of see where they end up. That's some stairs. Gee. Stairs. Going up. Going up. Crazy tough. These buildings, nothing. There's nothing in. All above. The downside is it is a little bit difficult to figure out exactly where. Floor is without the tiles, but that's okay. Count. Kind of an odd size. We're going to go ahead and add. Won't be using the room either. I do need a way out. Help me, I can't get out. There's a way out now. How did I get stuck in this tiny little nutshell? That's Austin Powers, right? And the kind of having fun. And then once I get this floor built out, I can start to think about how I want to showcase. The builds need like rooms of some sort. Thinking of organizing them by tier. Here's all your tier. Tier 1's kind of a silly tier, but you know what I mean. And also do it by type, like liquids and kind of stuff. I want it to feel like a Home Depot. Not sure if that floor is big enough for your Stardust. A Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Tesco. I feel like how they purposely got the railings the right size for in between beams and for no beams. That was kind of cool. Very considerate. Oh, that's all. Get down. Get off that. Welcome to Walmart. I love you. These work on these? Is that, you know, little touch of class? Stuff later. Maybe for this floor we can use some pillars to let some light in. I don't know. Sure. First, if I do that, then I guess all the floors should be multiple stories. Having a bit of fun. That won't work. I'll just build the perimeter and we'll see what it looks like. Build one floor though. I'm not go crazy here. Go crazier. Crazy enough. Walls. Wrong walls. Still wrong. There we go. Hard to tell which way it's facing. Color kind of covers it up, and you can't change the colors. Must suck for people that are red-green colorblind because everything's red and green. Kind of hypnotic. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Starting to feel like a Costco or a Walmart, you know? Giant open box. Where would the stairs go in a Costco? Not typically a second story. And what do the departments look like? Are the departments a whole floor? Are they parts of a floor? Whole floor feels kind of big. Maybe divided up into pieces. Make it little chunks. Electronics. Menswear. Footwear. Okay. As much as we can make without supports. And just keep it wide open. You tell where the lights are. They're coming up through the floor. You get a good view of the castle. That is true. Maybe this would be a good dividing point, like right here. Switch to the inside walls. Walls is it? Break it open like right here. Hmm. Kind of have to go and then two more, like right here. You want the walls to actually connect? Trying to see where the pillars need to go. Roadway. That can't. Every two? Not a spot because it's growing yellow. No pillars at all over here. Probably don't need. Support, huh? Like to see the green. Got failing in the flower pot. Get out of the way. Look nice, but I don't think worth the structural loss. Now it's starting to look like a Costco with all these pillars, you know, it kind of forms aisles. Green there. Little experimentation. Stairwell open. Computer says no. Oh. Shelves. Does that trip you? Bumps will trip you. Hard to remember like what's underneath all this stuff. Nothing underneath all of this, so there's no sense putting pillars here. There is walls here, so pillars here. Assuming like all along this building. I have no idea what I'm doing outside of the rules of placing floor tiles, so we're just kind of figuring out what works. Like I need that sticker or a button that I wear. I have no idea what I'm doing. Ah, I see. We got them here. Assuming they don't quite match up just perfectly. That's fine. Just a wall, right? Well, that's totally possible. Oh, I got stooshed.
Hello, peasants.
Sounded particularly juicy. Oh, it's Wubby Station, mate. How's it going, man? I thought it would be the stoosh. Stooshinator. Too bad you can't get abs by laughing at your own jokes, because I'd have strongly defined APAC by now. Oh, I don't know if there'll be a get glarved. Man, that one might stay in the idea queue. Might stay in the backlog, as you would say. Might remain there for a hot minute. How you doing? You feeling better? Still on the Dayquil? Doing the drugs? Drugs are great. Apparently I built a lot of them right there. That's cool. Little pillar crazy. Building a Costco. Or a Walmart. Guess depending on what you like more. Yeah, there's no supports here, so no sense building any. No sense. Finish out this side. The moon. Welcome to Walmart. Or the Wally thing. Was it By and Large? What was the Idiocracy name of the store? Get the big warehouse store in Idiocracy. A few more to add. Well, that windmill always kind of scares me. What's moving around? What is that? Was the factory today? The factory's good. Like the factory, we worked on it for hours, and now I'm working on a like a place where I can showcase builds and cauldrons and stuff. I'm gonna make it kind of like a Costco or a Walmart where we've got different factories. Keep having to make so many blueprints. I kind of want a place to a tinkering lab / Costco. Will be the laboratory. This will be a feature area. Apparently, I can't cover all this with. Also, never tried to make a structure this large, so I'm just kind of learning what works, what doesn't. Gotta leave a little bit early today. I'm meeting a friend for coffee, so maybe we just open as a skylight. Might be nice. What if we, heaven forbid, used a roof tile? Never done that before. Know how these work. Is this?
Hello, peasants.
Is this shenanigans? Laurel, welcome. How you doing? We still got a couple hours till Sebastian's on. Still got a little bit of time. Like a pagoda. Is there a corner? There's no corner. Just woke up. I'm jealous. Just waking up. Look at this. This is kind of cute. Felt cute. Might delete later. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you later for sure. I'll be in the stream. I'll be there. The modular factory debate. Modular factory debate. Oh, it's just being creative. Just kind of. This is a sandbox save. I'm just building something that kind of feels pretty and creative. Trying some stuff. I think I need to like be higher up. It's hard to build at an angle. Let's go on the roof. Just making pretty things to make pretty things. Not enough support. Get to support the homie. I appreciate that. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure every day. As long as I get a little bit of Enzo every day, I'm happy. Know what I'm saying? Your Power World sweatshop? Try new things. Try new things. You know, there's not a lot of decorative components to this game, so we're just kind of making do. Kind of making hay while the sun's shining. And if I add some over here, maybe it'll let me do dad. Hey, boo boo. With that picnic basket. There we go. Ta-da. Now we're on the roof of our Costco. Oh, except we left a tile. Is that not doable? Do I need more supports? More plebs are needed. I can fix this from down here if I just add a port somewhere. More gold, Your Majesty. Ta-da. So pretty. Our little like showcase warehouse with an actual roof. Now I kind of want to put a roof over here too. Put some air conditioners up here. Look at that. I like it. My first time building something like time is it? 7:12. I gotta be wrapping up here soon. And then we got little places where we can stick like things. I don't know what goes in here. Something's gonna go in here. We got that. We've got that floor. Got these little hidey holes that I built. Like, look at this. Just a little like secret room. What's in here? Nothing. What can go in here? Who knows? Something cool. Something cool will go in here. We'll put more pillars just for fun. Got a pair of hidey holes over here too. What's inside of here? Nothing. But there will be something. We're going to discover that together. I don't know what'll go in here. Add some more pillars because I like pillars. And we left this floor open because I like the cobblestone. That'll look pretty. And we got this last little hidey hole right here. We're going to have fun. This is going to be cool. We're going to put like things in every room. Build little like sample areas. We got this like chandelier thing going on here. This looks cute. Little flowers. It'll be a fun save. But all the blueprints are going to come from here. So we'll have all our blueprints, our cauldrons, our example stuff, all the videos come from here. Maybe I even build like, maybe we build like a little like roof. Stairs don't get super like rained on. Check the structure. On a rooftop, right? You know, it's just like, it's meant to sort of inspire a little bit. Not for serious. It's just for fun. Here we go. Little like top here. Kind of cool. Add a little. Can I add a little more? Or is it gonna get all pissy? Kind of has a pagoda feel. Yeah. I wanted to get this built. Let's save. That was a lot of work. First save. Day 4. Took us 4 days to build this. But yeah, I think this is gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a cool place to like feature builds and blueprints and things. I really like this room. And then I can add like flower pots and lights and stuff. Really make this place look cool, especially in the dark. Ooh, and I want a place to feature all of our subscribers and followers and chatters. A hall of excellence. I think that would be cool. Yeah, I want to take 80-90% of my time to do the serious stuff and maybe all time to do like video stuff and fun stuff. All of excellent. Star. All of excellent. Nice. Yeah, we can feature people on the stream or the chat over in here. Yeah, so let's do a recap real quick. Save the game. Recap of today's progress. No land, no customer number 2, day 94. Back to the challenge. Like how when it loads, you just kind of fall through the world because there's nothing to support you yet. Stars. On the Stardust. Cooking. All right, so today we hit tier 9. It's cool. We have still avoided using the mailbox, which is awesome. In fact, I'm need all these. Clean this up. Any of this? What's left for the just the inventory, right? Oh, and the potion belt. Never upgraded the potion belt to the max sprint. Need some obsidian lapis for that. And the gloves are dirty. Don't update the gloves. Gloves are complete garbage. I don't know why the gloves are in the game. I don't know why it ever waste. Troll item. Also thinking it's time to switch to gold. So we don't get we'll switch to gold. Save more money. You want to save more money? Sure, we all do. This will eventually all process into gold. It'll take a little bit. pretty big deal when you're switching over your currency storage to gold. Kind of the last piece, right? It's just a treasury. Nope, can't use that. What about this? There we go. Yeah, got that done. What else did we do? Thanks. Man, I cannot get up these stairs. Built a ton more brandy, that's for sure. Got 7 brandy cookers online. So feel like it'd be get rid of all these dang pipes. Careful not to blow up my alembics. You know, I want this. I want just this, right? I want those. It tries to kill the alembic. You got to be careful of that. Really tries. For a quick button presser, you can get screwed. This feels a little cleaner, right? Less stuff. Sure, I didn't blow it up. And even with all that, it's not enough brand. That's crazy. With all that, it's not enough brandy. Need a lot more. Is it completely out, or are we just trying to catch up? It's not maintaining. I'll give it some time. Maybe it's like a manifold just filling, because we did add a lot of machines, but I need to add more brandy. We got our stardust cooking. It's just being fed fertile catalyst, unstable catalyst, and silver coins. Silver coins come from the dispatch, so it's not like we really care anyway.
Hello, peasants.
Hey, Keltrus. Appreciate the first time message. How did you auto select whole line of pipes? Oh, just like you would with a belt, you hit G. Hit the G key. G is in golf. So if you're in bulk delete with X, then you hit G. What I like to use it for is highlighting the belt or the pipe too. Sometimes it's nice for tracing it. Like, where does this go? You know? So good for bulk delete, and it's good for tracing your lines. And then just right click to cancel. Good question. Good question. Does it even say to do that? I don't think it says it anywhere. Yeah. I'm not even sure how I know. Oh, it's on the right. It's on the right. There we go. It says bulk delete. Press G to select connected conveyor belts, but what they don't tell you is it also works with pipes. I think at one point I just pressed the button and I was like, oh shit, it works. Yeah, no worries. Game has a lot of hidden mechanics. And we're done with fairy dust. We don't need any more. Be done with the fairy dust. I'm going to grab it and go upstairs. Boing, boing, boing. I do wish they would add a bouncy noise for when you go up the bounce mushrooms. It feels like a lost opportunity. Lost opportunity. Trust. You've got some fuel I can borrow. Excuse me, sir. Can I borrow some fuel? I have a box of dust that I need. Juice. All right. That's brandy. That's nothing. I don't want here. So we got, that could be lime water, which I'll never use. We'll never use lime water. Right? There's no use for it. Only using black powder, and we don't produce black powder that way. So lime water is not going to get made. Lavender oil, I don't think we're going to make that either. Sulfuric acid will get made. Quicksilver will make. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more juice out of the. Put it at the end, just to geeky. Over there. You just got to kind of pull on it. Gotta yank on the pipe a little bit, get it to unstick. There you go. Can I borrow some of your black powder, please? Like when you go to the neighbor for some sugar. Black powder I could borrow? And then we'll have moon tears next to it just to make it consistent. There we go. What's the thermal use on these? Like 250 or something? 140? Wow, that's pretty low. Just have 2 of these. There we go. Another 2. Fairy tears kind of remind me of Listerine. Oh, your breath smells amazing. What do you use? Oh, I rinse in fairy tears. Yeah, we need more brandy. For sure. Look at that. Perfect aim into the brandy floor. Man. Obi. I need planks. Of course I need. Else? Need some stone. I can make 2. Grab some stone real quick. Copy these just because they're already turned the right way. 5. 4, 5. And then I'm just going to drop some cash into these bad boys. Don't have to wait on the belt so long. Probably easier to do it from the other side. There we go. We have enough fruit wine to connect 20 of these. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 1 or 2 more elsewhere. Alarm going off. I've got to get going here. Let's make sure this is actually cooking some brandy, and then we will wrap up. It's been a pleasure having everyone here today. Sorry for the short stream, but I need to see a friend. Go hang out with a friend in real time. Sure y'all understand. You got a friend that needs to see you. You got to help them out. What friends are for, right? These are cooking. Yeah, more brandy. So yeah, I feel good about it. We got the brandy done. We got the fairy tears done. We got tons more fertile catalyst. We built Panacea Potion. We got to tier 9. We're building Stardust. It's really the next stream. I think we can knock this out, finish the challenge. I think it's going to be really just going through and creating the relics and maybe grinding some. I might try to use a cauldron to create the gems. I don't know. Yeah, at the very least, by the end of next stream, I want to have the relics and most of the Stardust done. And maybe all that's left is Philosopher's Stone and the Eternal Catalyst and all that stuff. I will be ending here. News the ad as well. We're going to have a longer stream at some point because I've had a few shorter ones and I owe everybody a bit more time. So expect some longer streams, expect some content. I'm planning on, I've got a short coming out tomorrow. Working on a cauldron video as well as a fuel video, which is why I was working on that big building earlier today. So keep a lookout for those. If you've not been to the YouTubes, I recommend it. Put a lot of time, love, and joy into it. Let's look for someone to raid. Save my game and jump out of here. Thank you. Yeah, I've got coffee with a friend, and then I'm taking my wife out to lunch after that. So it's going to be a good day. Good day to go touch grass. Day to get outside. Grab the raid screen. Thank you all for being here. So much fun. Let's see who I follow. That's yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you all here. And I will have some longer streams. These have been a little shorter than I would like. So I do owe you all some longer streams. How about some oxygen not included? Been a minute or two since we've raided Willow. Let's go say hi to Willow. Here's some emotes you can drop if you have the emotes. But yeah, thank you so much. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.